This is about a turning point in my life. I've had several. My life is basically a winding road up a mountain. But this one is what makes me want to be a great hiker someday. I tore two ligaments in my left knee, thanks to Bollywood dancing one night, and had to get a zombie ligament. Took me weeks to be able to walk. Shouldn't have taken weeks, but even going to concerts was scary because of the fear of taking a tumble. Physical recovery was fairly quick, but the blow to my mental health was real and lasted a while. In the 3 months after my surgery, I spent most of my time in Dallas. We went to the movies, painted, did glass blowing, berry picking, pottery. But finally, enough was enough, and we decided it was time to get out and go to Dodge. Wait, am I saying that right? On our way to Dodge, Kansas, we checked out the Stratica salt mines. We also brought back some souvenirs the size of fists. And then we decided that it's time not to be in Kansas anymore, but move to Memphis instead. Our next national park was the Great Smoky Mountains. We stayed at Nashville for a night to pay tribute to Johnny Cash and the Highwaymen. Our B&B in Gatlinburg was right next to Ober-Gatlinburg, next to the ski slopes. A chalet whose trash cans were frequented by black bears. Everyone should know this by now. Eating trash means death for bears, so please try not to throw your food outside. But we did get to see a bear from the safety of our car because of some careless patrons. The next day, we went to Clingman's Dome, my first hike post-surgery. 1.3 miles, 350 feet. Muscles I could not name before were engaged on the way down. It was an easy hike, paved graduate climb. But it was just the minding of my brace and the bracing of my mind that took it out of me. I didn't stop there though. We went on to hike the Laurel Falls that same day and also took a scenic drive along the Blue Ridge Mountains. Not bad for day one. Day two, I decided to take it easier. So Shant rode his bike along the Cades Cove loop while I followed at snail pace in the car. We could have done a couple of other things that day, but we had a long drive back, and so we departed National Park 11 with a renewed zest for life. On our way back, we drove through Pigeon Forge. This town is what I always imagined Vegas would be like as a kid. Rows and rows of wacky-tacky rides that only pale in comparison to Branson, Missouri. But 4 hours later, we were back to the Vegas of the South, Nashville. We got on a quick distillery tour before we left for the remainder of the 10-hour drive home. Call it a turning point or a bump in the road, but my first hike in braces, and I have never looked back. I have only pushed myself harder, and I would like to take a moment to acknowledge that this surgery was nearly not as grave as the things that people go through. But it was a turning point in my mental health journey. I'm trailing behind with confidence now.